everybody. Welcome to the Tuesday show. My name is James Chen, and wondering what we should talk about today. And then GamesCom happened, and they're like, "Here, James, here's some content. Here's stuff to talk about." And it's a doozy. It's a doozy over here. We got our character first look at Evo for Terry Bogard in Street Fighter 6. But we finally got our first gameplay trailer here of this character, and it definitely raises a lot of questions. It definitely there's a lot to talk about from here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch the trailer one time through, and then we're gonna go through and analyze it slowly and try to see how much we can notice, like we usually do over here. So let's just jump on over here. Let's watch it through the first time. I won't be talking as much because I want you guys to be able to hear the trailer as well. So let's do this. Terry Bogard, Street Fighter 6. Let's go.
This is gonna be fun. I'm still on a journey.
Come get some.
Traveling to new places, experiencing new things, meeting new faces, having good fights. Fight, drink, eat, sleep, repeat. Seriously, it's a good life.
I'll pick up the check.
Terry Bogard!
Hey, come on, come on! Come on, come on! All right!
You down for one more?
Time for a beatdown.
Oh man.
Are you okay? Watch your move! Yeah, baby! Hey!
Jesus. Ow.
Now, where to tomorrow?
Alrighty, so I'm gonna say this here because I can say it here, but Capcom always, I feel like, does SNK characters the best. Cause CVS2, I mean, seriously, the SNK characters look so good, and I think Terry looks amazing here. Now, one thing I will say is that, you know, I can't confirm it, but it looks like his face looks better than it did at the Evo reveal trailer. The Evo reveal trailer, I remember a lot of people were talking about how Terry didn't look like his face looked kind of weird. People didn't really like it. So like, I don't know if they fixed it. Like his nose definitely looks a lot pointier. Right? Like if you actually look here, his nose, yeah, you can see there's like a higher bridge up here. But like when you actually look at the other trailer over here, like when you actually look at his face close up early on here, let me see. Like he clearly has a pointier nose. See, like it looks like the bridge is a little flatter a little bit. So like it's like a little more angled. So I don't know if it's, yeah, see, like from that view, you could definitely see it looks a lot more slanted over here. But in any case, hard to tell really. But I remember a lot of people saying that they didn't like the way Terry looked in the original trailer, but I feel like he looks better now. I don't know if something actually changed, but that's first and foremost. But man, so this trailer here is so packed with so many Easter eggs, and I didn't even realize some of them because I only watched it once. But you know, like some of the obvious ones that I didn't even notice that this is literally the Street Fighter 2 intro, right? Dun, dun, psh, dun, 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 psh, dun, tsh, dun, 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 right? Like, like they actually put these two guys fighting at the beginning. They gave them names too. I can't remember what the names they gave them were. But then also, Olaf pointed out to me that in the original Fatal Fury, I think one of his intros was that he always pulls up in a taxi. So having him come up in a taxi makes a lot of sense. So yeah, Fatal Fury 1. And then Olaf also pointed out to me that there's a sign back here that says Knockout Festival, which if you you know, think about what the abbreviation for that would be. What's the abbreviation for Knockout Festival, right? Max and Scott, that's what it was, yeah. So we got Knockout Festival out over there. And then John World Tour coming up here. Give a nice little fight to Terry. Don't see anything interesting in the background, but again, I mean, Terry looks really good. Even though, you just seems like there's like weathering on the cap too. Like, you can actually see kind of like weathering on the cap a little bit. Or just texturing in any case. So yeah, so there's some crazy Knockout Festival that's going on because everybody's wearing Knockout Festival shirts, everyone and caps and stuff like that. So I don't know what this Knockout Festival is going to be all about, but one of these days Terry is going to learn how to keep this cap on his head, dude. And then why do you pull your punch, Terry? They like, I mean, clearly someone at Capcom likes presenting Terry with his eyes blocked by his head, by his hair. Yeah, I know that would be me in World Tour. Oh, oh, look at the jacket. Yeah, see, there's like all the weathering on the jacket too is really nice. I always prefer that kind of thing where they make them all like kind of you know, worn and stuff like that, lived in. I always feel like that is always a nice touch on things. But here we go, Terry Bogard. And obviously, one of the biggest things here. Yeah. So he did point out to me that the Knockout Festival looks like an old Fatal Fury logo. Yeah. And then, I mean, even this font looks very KOF-y, right? Because all the characters in Street Fighter 6 have a logo for their name. And even his name is written in this same Fatal Fury font up here. You can see the Y is exactly the same. The R is exactly the same. So they actually just wrote his name. His logo is in that Fatal Fury font. Oh, yeah. This looks very Children of the Wolves. Yeah, I'm sorry. God damn it, I did it. I can't believe it. City of the Wolves. Very City of the Wolves here. But Pow Pow Cafe. And it's so funny looking because who are these singers up here? Like that, I mean, that might be Roxy. I don't know if that's Poison. I think that's Roxy with the orange hair. Because Poison has the pink hair. So I'm pretty sure this is Roxy. And then, oh, right, Axel. So these are all Final Fight guys, yeah. Okay, they're all Final Fight punks, basically. Yeah, Axel, Roxy, and then somebody else. I forgot his name. But, you know, Joe Higashi chilling over here. Joe Higashi makes a cameo over here. It's like this dude is just sitting with his phone. Is that geese? Is that geese on his phone? Huh. Like, dude is hiding his face. He clearly has a smile. He's kind of got grayish hair. Hmm. I'm gonna think about that one for a little bit. Oh, well, there's a reason why those dragons remind you of the CVS stage. They're the same dragons. The CVS stage was the same thing. Is the same stage. But yeah, Blue Mary is just chilling here, dude. Blue Mary is just chilling here. So Olaf said now this is the only time he will ever be, this is the only stage he will ever play on. He says that she already looks more buff than she does in KOF 15. But yeah, it looks like she's drinking a blue drink, so she might be drinking a Blue Mary as well. So, oh yeah, we're not gonna get the great stage transition. That's fair. Oh man, but yeah, Blue Mary in the background, and she's just what is this giant chunk of meat? Is Blue Mary planning to eat that entire giant chunk of meat? Or is that like a final fight meat that someone found in the trash can, dude? Like, Mary's hungry right now. And here we go. Yeah, see, Terry, he just looks, God, he looks so good. He looks so good. There's Blue Mary, just chilling there. Oh, man. I mean, she could still get a stage, dude. Oh, yeah, no, Olaf will be reacting to this tomorrow. He's gonna be here tomorrow. Is gonna be going all sorts of craziness. So, but that's obviously like I'm guessing that's gonna be what like down forward heavy punch or something like that. Now the interesting thing about this, it looks like his CVS standing light kick, but it makes a medium kick noise. Remember, there are no close moves in this game. So it's not going to be close heavy punch, Dr. Arby. It's going to have to be a direction. There's no proximity normals in Street Fighter 6. But this was making a medium kick noise sound effect when it hit. So this is definitely going to be a standing medium kick now. And again, God, it's so nice when they have 6 buttons again. Honestly. He has no ass? I don't know. Oh, okay, that's not geese. That's not geese. You can see his face over here. Never mind. I almost thought that was geese for a second. And then that looks like his heavy kick, or that's going to be towards heavy kick. But look at that. What a punish counter, dude. He gets a crumple punish counter off of this. Pow! Crumple punish counter. And here's another punish counter here. That's probably going to be standing heavy punch, crouching heavy punch, which works. Joe's just chilling here. And again, obviously, I'm going to miss a lot of the inside jokes and character references and stuff like that here. So that's probably, so that's like a target combo or something, right? That little button press, 2 hits right there. Dude, that looked really good. By the way, that animation looked really good. That throw animation's fantastic. I don't know if he's actually had this this throw animation before, but that looks really good. Knee you, throw you to the side so I can punch you. That's really nice. Oh. And then of course his classic taunt. Hey look, Mary's cheering, and yeah, that drink is definitely blue. Yeah, you could actually see more app definition, even as a background character, than she has as a playable character in KOF 15. Come on, come on. Dang, he looks really good. And they just have him beating up on Ken. And so this is interesting. This might be this one's hard to tell, but he clearly has a power wave that doesn't shoot the fireball. I can't tell if this was one of them or not, but it knocked him down. So if that was, so that's probably not the fireball. That's probably the non-fireball version, so it actually knocks down. Oh, it's called round wave. Okay. Heavy one is round wave here, so that knocks down here. And there's the regular fireball right there. Now, is this an anti-air? Doubtful. I'm sure Ken just didn't kick. I'm sure Ken could have kicked him first in time, but he just didn't do anything. He's just like, I'm gonna jump and do nothing. Crack shoot! But interesting enough, crack shoot hits 3 times. And so it almost looks like Terry's gonna be able to juggle off of that. So maybe, using that after launches or drive rush cancels or something like that. Yeah, it's going to be curious to see if it actually goes under other fireballs or not. Joe's still sitting here cheering on. We don't see Andy anywhere, right? Like, I don't think Andy is even in here at all, if I'm not mistaken. In this trailer. Yeah, he's not there. What the hell punch is that? Oh, okay. So I heard they gave him a light burn knuckle that like is kind of like that. So that might be the light burn knuckle move that he has. And then there we go. Rising tackle! The classic anti-air. Look at this nice aerial view of the scenery over here. Oh, they'll definitely have a stage for Elena. I don't think that they'll miss the chance to do that. Knuckle! Bam, and Mary is still cheering over here. I like how casual the chair broke. The chair broke next to Mary, and what the hell is this target combo? Hi, Nathan. So, rising taco. Oh, you're right, it is 2 pieces of meat. There are 2 pieces of meat that Mary is eating. Oh, look at everything bounce. She actually covers her face a little bit when everything bounces, I see. So that looks like stand medium kick, and then link into light into the shoulder tackle. Oh, so he does have the shoulder tackle, and he links out of it too? Yo, dude, these combos look strong for him. Crouching, dude, that is literally the CVS crouching medium kick. Did he ever have this crouching medium kick in any of the actual Fatal Fury games? Because that looks so much like the CVS 2 one. Louis B, it just depends on the stage. There's a lot of guest characters. This is Blue Mary. This is Roxy. These are characters that have appeared in other games. She's been in Fatal Fury games before, usable. She's in KOF 15, etc., etc. There's the crouching medium kick, and it looks like it has a target combo into this heavy kick, which launches. Oh, see, that's how he gets the crack shoot juggle. There you go. And then he sets up. Oh, he goes for the fake. He does a fake fireball. So that's the round wave right there. He jumps over for it. Bam. Bam. So first hit of that into the shoulder tackle. This one launched. And then he goes into that heavy. Dude, that's active. That is some active frames there, man. Like, look at this. Bam, pow. And then into the power geyser. And then we transition to this nice view here. I'm sure it can be plus on block if you do it meaty enough. Could that be Andy back there? I see some blonde dude in white with long hair over there facing away. Wonder if that's Andy. Win pose. I like Joe. Look at Joe. Why is he like looking at him? Why is he looking at Terry like, oh, dude, all these hot dogs on the ground, dude. Wasting hot dogs everywhere. Oh, that's a lady. Okay, okay. Terry's all nice. He's like, I'll help you up, Ken. Here we go. So what's crazy about that is, does he have a special intro for just this costume? Or does he do that with his other jacket as well, right? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Dr. Arby says yes if it says on the blog. But here's that heavy punch. Into, whoa, another weird target combo. What the hell? Okay, so he has a dodge mechanic. Boom. So yeah, it's like he runs into the background like Fatal Fury. And he's like, woo! So he's gonna have a dodge? Oh man, then there's that heavy kick punish counter again. Drive rush into combo. He seems like he's gonna be really strong, to be honest with you. The question is, will that thing cross up? And then we get a view of powered. Oh, yo, oh. Dude, the animation on that was beautiful. The part where he pulls back and punches again, like, dude, the motion on that, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's, dude, the timing on it is so good. Like, he pulls back and snaps forward. Something about that just looks so good. I don't know how to describe it, but like, he stretches way back there. Dude, it looked that's so amazing looking. Here we go, regular drive rush cancel. There's that target combo again. OD crack shoot, which ground bounces and lets him combo into Buster. Bam. Beautiful. And I wonder if this is his level 1 then. I would imagine so. Probably says so on the PlayStation blog. Here we go. The drive impact. Boom. And then pow. That's that heavy kick that he had even in CVS2, the one where he does the back turn kick. Yeah, the CD animation. There you go. Exactly. Into the OD. So does OD burn knuckle only do this, or can you choose an OD burn knuckle? Right? That's the question. Does he not have an OD burn knuckle? So that anytime you enhance burn knuckle, it always comes out as this thing. But here we go. Pow. And this one's interesting. So he does the second hit. So earlier we saw the one hit. I already know that it says on the PlayStation blog, you can use the drive gauge to extend it to a second hit. And you can also spend the level, your last level one if you want, for a third hit here. So that's actually crazy. Oh, Mary's over there. I was like, where did Mary go? I just like how he gets up. You whiffed. Pow. Pow. Oh, dude. Mary's doing like thumbs up and finger points, dude. Look at it. Look in the background. Yay! Pow! And then she's like, let's go! Like the finger guns over there. And this. So does he have round wave, power geyser, and then this? Oh, this is the OD version. Okay, the OD version. That looks like his, I think it was like his Fatal Fury 3 fireball or something like that. And then it just keeps juggling him, dude. Like, that's good. That's so good. It's going to be great for combo extensions. I know Olaf said he's excited to see what it's going to do for World Tour over here. Oh, that's what the Fatal Fury 1 fireball looks like. Okay. Here we go. Here's his level 3. I don't know if this is his critical art or just his regular one, but he goes up for a rising tackle. And then he lands again. And then he goes up again and kicks you in the face. Does another rising tackle. And then he finishes it off with a... Dude, how many hits is this thing? With a punch that explodes. So I don't know if this is his critical art or just his level 3. I'm sure sorry, not the PlayStation blog, the Steam blog will talk about this. So there we go. And then for his win pose, he punches the ground. And then on a delay, oh dude, there's smoke coming off his fist. And then he's like, yeah! And then kaboom! Needless to say, Terry looks kind of amazing. And we even got a release date for him. I know he loves tossing that hat. So, join the year fight 2. And then this says, oh, that's right. It was the tweet that actually says he's coming out September 24th. And it says so down here as well. So September 24th, we'll be getting Terry Bogard. I mean, it's crazy because, like, so wait, we got Bison. When did Bison drop? It was kind of like, it was right before Evo, right? So we got Bison right away. So June, July, August, September. Yeah, I guess 3 months is right then. 3 months is the June, July, August, September. So 3 months is about the pattern. So September, October, November, December. So we might get Mai around December, January. And then get Elena around April, probably. But he looks amazing. This character looks amazing. And then, if I'm not mistaken, we have the... where did my Steam article go? I had the Steam article. Someone just linked it in there, too. So, let me click on this. Oh, it opened it up in a different window. That's why. Okay, so here we go. So, this is what this says over here. Buster Wolf! Terry Bogard from SNK's Fatal Fury series will show he's Bark, Bite, and Fang when he scores a slam dunk in Street Fighter 6 on September 24th. As the second character in year 2. Hang on a second. Terry is also the first guest character to ever grace a Street Fighter game, and his inclusion will surely create waves. Power waves! Ho ho! Terry made his debut in Fatal Fury, King of Fighters, in 1991, where he entered the King of Fighters tournament in order to seek revenge for the death of his father. Often with a cheerful disposition, Terry gets along with most people, forming bonds over shared loss and similar goals alike. Sports Stadium Committee. Searching for a new adventure, Terry decides to hop on over to Metro City, where he meets a familiar face he hasn't seen in 20 years. Play him in arcade mode in World Tour to find out what shenanigans he gets into and what moves your avatar will learn from him. Is he talking about Ken? So I wonder what they're going to do backstory-wise. Like, how did Ken and Terry know each other from 20 years ago? And then also, how are they going to handle the fact that this is kind of like late Street Fighter 4, late Street Fighter cycle where everyone's older, but Terry looks kind of the same age. Right? He looks kind of the same age. I mean, like CVS 2, there's all sorts of like little places that were never canon before, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work. So, I mean, it looks like Shinkiru's art. It really looks like Shinkiru's art, which would be really cool if they actually brought him back to do this. But I know Bengus had been doing all of the art for in-game Street Fighter 6 so far. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was still just Bengus trying to make it look like Shinkiru art. 7 special moves and various target combos at his disposal. Dude, this is so crazy because like modern Terry is gonna be a nightmare. He's gonna lose like half of his moves, I swear. He's gonna be a force to be reckoned with in terms of both offense and defense. One of his target combos, Passing Sway, allows him to jump in the background of the stage or into another lane and choose to reappear on the other side of his opponent with a jumping lariat or jumping knee. This unique mechanic comes directly. So it was only in that target combo that he could actually do that. It's not something that he could do anytime. He can't dodge anytime. Okay. That makes it feel a little more fair at this point. Let's get to some Terry iconic moves that fan will recognize. Power Wave is a projectile that travels on the ground, performed with a fireball motion with light or medium punch. The light version moves more slowly, while the medium version packs a bigger punch. Use heavy punch with the fireball motion will result in a round wave, a blast Terry sends in front of him that is plus on block. Oh, it's just plus on block. Jesus Christ. Okay. Holy crap. Quick Burn is a 1-2 punch performed with Tatsu motion and light punch. The second punch is an overhead, testing your opponent's ability to block. Performing a Tatsu motion with medium or heavy will see Terry use Burn Knuckle, a forward thrusting punch cloaked in energy, useful surprises, and closing distance. That's crazy that because he's the guest character, they just decided to give him everything. I mean, to be fair, we've all been saying for so long already that Street Fighter 6 feels like the what do you call it? Like the greatest hits version of all the characters. So this kind of just goes along with that, honestly. So he's got like everything. Terry uses Power Charge to ram to his opponents. The OD version will result in a wall bounce. If he's having trouble with an opponent's fireball games, he could use Crack Shoot, a falling axe kick that can jump over projectiles. Finally, Terry has a Dragon Punch in the form of Rising Taku, a spinning attack that acts as a fantastic anti-air option. They didn't talk about the Power Dunk. So where's Power Dunk? Is Power... interesting. They didn't talk about Power Dunk here. Is it part of the Power Charge? Like, is the Power Charge going to have different versions, right? So maybe like the Power Charge heavy is this, or heavy is Power Dunk, but medium is the shoulder, etc., etc. So we'll have to see what happens, where Power Dunk comes from. Terry's level 1 super art, Buster Wolf, sees him charging forward with a piercing thrust before firing a blast of energy. Like other level 1s, Buster Wolf is invincible on startup. So, but it doesn't give him any combo extensions like it did in like level 3 CVS 2. For resource hoarders that are hungry like the wolf, Terry's level 2 super art, Power Geyser, will send opponents flying after a volcanic explosion. If it hits, Terry can expend 3 drive gauge bars to follow up with Twin Geyser. If that hits, Terry can then spend level 1 super art gauge for the ultimate triple geyser, dealing a massive amount of damage for a level 2 super. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Huh. So weird that they just gave him that, dude. Terry's level 3 super art, Rising Fang, is a lethal sequence of attacks featuring Terry's iconic moves ending in a blast to the face. Kaboom! And then Outfit 2 and New Stage. Fans of Terry recognize Outfit 2, which is inspired by his appearance in Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. No, not Mark of the Wolves, by the way. It's City of the Wolves, where he sports a brown jacket and jeans. Get this outfit in World Tour by Maxi Urban. So this is Costume 2. Dang, that looks so good. So does he just have completely different wind poses and stuff and intros? Like, it just looks like he has his own, because like, this obviously doesn't make sense if he has a cap on his head. So does he just have a whole separate set of intros and wind poses and stuff when he's in his costume too? That's crazy. I mean, it looks like that's the case. Coming with Terry is a New Stage, Pow Pow Cafe. Because he has a lot of the wind poses where he throws his cap. So yeah, he's just gonna have different animation. Interesting. Pow Pow Cafe, a reoccurring stage in the Fatal Fury series. See if you can spot all the Easter eggs and cameos. Terry and the New Stage can be purchased individually. FICO is owner of the Year 2 Pass. Our developers have been fans of the Fatal Fury series, pouring their hearts into this rendition of Terry and Mai. We hope you hop into Street Fighter 6 on September 24th to play the legendary Wolf. Now, I will say, I kind of wish the original costume was the story mode costume, and this was costume 3, and his default costume was just something that they just made up. Because I would love to see them just try to design just a different look for Terry. Like, see what the Capcom guys who came up with a lot of these iconic looks for the Street Fighter 6 cast could do with Terry Bogard, but maybe that will be Costume 3. I mean, if Costume 3 is like a reference to something that already existed, I'll be kind of sad. I just want to see if they just do something. Like, I don't even want Maximum Impact Terry. I just want them to do something different, like coming up with Aki Costume 3 or even DJ's Sparkle costume, I just want to let Capcom kind of go loose to do something crazy that they feel like fits Terry. I think that would be really cool to see. But we'll see if that's what they do for Costume 3. Definitely has the potential there, so. But it's really funny to have the Final Fight characters in the back singing. I wonder if Capcom was like, hey, can we put like, Iori and all of that? Probably would be too much, honestly. And plus, Iori isn't Fatal Fury canon now that I think about it, so that wouldn't work. Even though Knockout Fight, Festival is KOF, but they probably want to stick to Fatal Fury world over here. But I'm sure Fatal Fury has some band people in the back or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, no, needless to say, Terry looks absolutely amazing. Am I still sad that 2 of the DLC in Season 2 are going to be guest characters? Yeah, I'm still sad because I still would really, really love to see Sodom Viper. Like, how has Viper not come back in a Street Fighter yet? Like, how has she not come back yet? It's so weird. Like, I feel like Viper would be like one of the guaranteeds to come back, Right. Like, I would have thought Mai would be saved for another season or something like that. But, dude, I feel like Viper's gotta be in here eventually, man. Well, guess definitely print money, but, I think Viper would have print money too. I think Viper would print money too. How could you say that nobody remembers C Viper? How could you say nobody would remember C Viper, dude? I feel like everybody remembers Viper. I've seen so many people wanting Viper back in the game. But yeah, Terry looks amazing. And it's going to be really interesting to see what they do with Mai now. That's just what it puts the question in my head is like, how are they going to handle Mai? Are they also going to go crazy? Is she going to have like 8 special moves and do like all this crazy stuff? I'm curious, Yeah, the MK1 is not even guest characters now, Scorpion Pupil. It's just basically Ed Boon's power fantasy at this point. You can tell Ed Boon grew up as an 80s kid because he's just like, let's just put all the 80s characters in there. So that's just all it really is at this point. But I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with Mai. I'm really curious to see how she's going to work. So, obviously, speaking of Mai, City of the Wolves news coming up next, but we'll get to that in just a little bit. For those of you here on YouTube, that'll probably be a separate video. But for those of you here on Twitter right now, on Twitch right now, we'll be jumping into that next. But yeah, so Terry Bogard, September 24th, looks amazing, by the way. I really, really think he looks super good. Like I said, I really feel like, I like seeing how Capcom handles the characters. I ever since CVS 2, because CVS 2 to me is still my favorite rendition of a lot of the characters. And I don't know if that has a little bit to do with the color scheme, because in all the KOF games originally, the characters always looked very muted, like the colors were very muted. But something about the CVS and CVS 2 versions of the characters, like Kim just looked like the gi was bright white, the blue was like just standout bright blue, and like they always looked way more colorful than they did on the SNK games. I'm not sure, but yeah, so far for now, wall jump for Mai, holy crap, yeah. She's gonna have Hisatsu Shinobi Machi, she's gonna go off the walls, and she's probably gonna have all sorts of crazy stuff. But yeah, it's just this the CVS 2 characters and CVS 1 characters, they look so crisp. Like, I don't think King has ever looked better than CVS, kind of situations. So, obviously I'm a little biased, and I really love what Capcom did for the characters there. So to see the kind of love they put into this, and the crazy thing about it is like they've actually, like, I've actually heard that, you know, a lot of the people working on Street Fighter 6 are big SNK fans. And so, you know, this is something that they definitely wanted to do with City of the Wolves coming out. It was probably a great time to go for this collaboration. And it's a great way to lead into City of the Wolves. Who knows? City of the Wolves, maybe one of their launch rosters will be a Street Fighter character. You never know, considering the fact that City of the Wolves, I mean, the mechanics in there are basically Street Fighter 6, right? Like, I think it would be interesting to see a Street Fighter character cross over there too. Yeah, basically, right. So I don't know. I don't know how it's all gonna work in terms of what SNK is gonna do for Capcom and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, CVS collection, maybe, maybe we could get that. I mean, I never thought we were gonna get a Marvel collection, and yet here we are. But a CVS collection would be pretty sick. But there you go, Terry Bogard coming out, and that's pretty crazy. We could put Luke in City of the Wolves. God, you know, you're not wrong. There might be a good chance of that. Oh, man. Okay. Anyways, City of the Wolves is set like in 2009 too. That could be the 20 years ago they referenced. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the whole timelines are all going to fix with each other. Because remember, KOF and Fatal Fury have separate timelines. So there's no reason that SNK and Capcom might just be like, you know what? Here's a different timeline. Here's a different multiverse for the Street Fighter versions of these characters, right? Then we don't have to, you know, explain why there's a King of Fighters tournament and Bison is running this other tournament and they never clash, etc., etc. So, yeah, they probably were just talking about CVS and CVS 2. So that's probably the real answer right there. So, but there we go. Oh, I'm not bummed out on two guests, but rather why two guests from the same series. Yeah, I can see that being a problem as well. It's just interesting because there's so many. So the thing that makes me sad, honestly, is that, you know, we have characters like Saddam and Viper. You can tell are two characters they really want back. Even though I might not even, like, I probably have no intention of playing Viper, but it's just like, I just feel like she deserves to come back. There's a lot of characters who I feel like deserve to come back. But also, by having the two guest characters, we also lost new characters, right? So it's always fun because Street Fighter, you know, always introduces new characters and brings new characters to the lore. Now, obviously, Street Fighter 6 has had more new characters at the start than I think any other Street Fighter. So we've gotten a good fill of brand new characters. But the fact that we aren't getting an Aki, for example, in Season 2, that it's two returning characters and two guest characters, you know, it's tough, especially because they're not doing 6 DLC a year like they've done in the past, right? So if it was 6, then they would still have room for, you know, another returning character and maybe another brand new character. But 4 characters a year and half of them being taken up by guest characters, you know, does kind of sting a little bit. But regardless, Terry looks fantastic. So clearly they are making the most of it and doing a great job with it. So you can't really complain because it looks amazing. Terry looks absolutely amazing. So good enough for me. Good enough for me. So, all right. So that's it here for you guys here on YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching through my deep dive analysis on Terry Bogard trailer here. Obviously on Synchronized tomorrow, we'll probably even get a lot more. You'll probably want to see Olaf's, you know, pointing out all of the things that he talked about, that he noticed, because he's Mr. SNK lore. So definitely check that out. And we'll probably also talk a lot about this news on Synchronized as well. But we're also going to talk about this here on stream today. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for hanging out. And the day that this podcast graced your ears was the most important day of your life. But for me,
it was Tuesday.